time for News Extra. Today it's brought to you by Gehring Civic Center. And here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. You're going to hear a voice very familiar to many of you. Former Gehring Police Chief Mel Griggs, who of course is retired now, enjoying that retirement life. But one of the things he's involved in his retirement life is a bicycling club, the Scottsbluff Bicycling Club. That's kind of the informal name for it right now as they get ready to formally organize. They're going to have a big meeting on Saturday. When's the meeting on Saturday?
The meeting is at 4 p.m. out at Caddy's at the Gehring Golf Course. And when you say organize, I'd like to stress I don't want to over-organize this thing.
Yeah.
Right now, you want to be part of this group. What happens, you send me an email, I put you on my list. I've got 66 people on that list. And what happens is summer comes, if anybody's going to ride, they put out the fact that they're going to ride. Just, hey, I'm going to be here, and if you want to join, you can. But in addition to that, you put down, I weigh 240 pounds, I'm riding a mountain bike, I travel 10 miles an hour, and I'm going to go 4 miles. That way I can choose to ride with you. It's like we were talking earlier, it's not like Jack Nicklaus. I'll play golf with Jack Nicklaus if it gives me 2 strokes per hole on the first thing, and I'll see him.
Yeah.
If you ride with a good bicycle rider, it don't make any difference how many strokes you give you. You'll see him at the first, and then you'll see him 2 weeks later someplace.
Exactly right. So you want to be riding with people of similar similar interests and similar ability. Hey, basically.
How much fun was it to play golf by yourself?
Not very much. I never play golf by myself.
I know, but you're popular.
I don't know how people play golf by themselves.
Well,
that's part of the deal.
That's the same thing with bicycle riding. I mean, and another thing is people don't understand that there are things you can do to make your butt feel better when you're riding a bicycle. And if you ride with a group that's ridden, they can tell you some of those secrets. There's adjustments that can be made. There's different shorts that can be made, salves. So it's a learning process too. And I don't want to organize that thing out. That is so great going on. We also have a Facebook page that everybody's dealing with and everything. It's just been a great experience.
All right. Okay, so we'll just say there's a meeting at 4 o'clock Saturday at Caddy's.
Yeah, and it's just a casual thing. It's not like, come and have a sandwich or something and visit and talk about the great rides you've been on. It's just it's a beautiful thing, it really is.
Okay. All right, very good. So have you been surprised that, you have 66 people already that have expressed interest in this thing, and you have emails and so forth. Are you surprised how much interest there's been in this bicycle organization?
No, I've always known it was there because I've ridden all the time, most of my life. The thing about it is this comes to, it starts with the marathon and the success of that marathon. The Oregon Trail, or not the Oregon Trail, but the Tourism Committee, the County Tourism Committee, looking at the success of that particular event and saying, hey, can we do more of those? Can we attract more people to this area? And so this whole thing is because of you guys in the news media and the Tourism Committee. When you've got that kind of support and input, it's blossomed. It's this is about the 4th time I tried to get this thing going, and it's kind of this time it looks like it's gonna be a reality. I'm excited.
All right, very good. So if people want to get interested in this and be part of the group and so forth, they can go to the meeting. Also, they could email you. What's the email they should shoot a message to?
It's mgriggs64@yahoo.com.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
mgriggs64@yahoo.com.
Right.
And then you guys have a Facebook page. They just get on Facebook and hit Scottsbluff Bicycle Club, or how do they do that?
It's Scottsbluff Bicycle Club. Scotts and Bluff, 2 different words, bicycle club and everything. And it's capital sensitive. All the first letters are capital, and there has to be a space in between. But they can find it on Facebook. It's pretty easy.
It'll be pretty easy to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had, oh my gosh, I don't know, several hundred hits on that on the site. It's just fantastic. This thing is just, and this is Panhandle too. We're not just dealing with Scottsbluff.
Well, you mentioned that there's somebody from Sydney that's a big part of it, right?
We've got Sydney. We've got Sioux County. We've got Dawes County. And that's the thing is, if somebody's going to ride, say up in Sioux County, and he says, "Hey, I'm going to go for a ride tomorrow," if you want to get a different look at a place to ride, you got a guide. It's fantastic. And so another thing is that we need this group together. So we need to attract There's highway funds, and attached to those highway funds are bicycle funds within the transportation. So we need a group that can start drawing some of those funds out to western Nebraska and in the Panhandle. So we need the support of the whole Panhandle to draw that out, because quite frankly, what's good for Scottsbluff County is good for the rest of the counties, and what's good for the rest of the county is good for us, because we are western Nebraska. And, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about the East, but we're always competing with those people for funds.
Yeah.
That's the way life is.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk more right after this.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
We're going away.
Oh, darn.
Don't run away. We got a second part we got to do yet. We got to
Good.
fill another 2 minutes.
Man, life is good.
And I should have got you a bottle of water before you started talking.
I'm fine, thank you.
Beyond marvelous.
All right, once again, we're speaking with Mel Griggs, and he's involved in this Scottsbluff Bicycle Club. That's kind of their informal name right now. They're going to have a meeting. If you're interested in being part of this club already, a lot of people are, over 60 right now. They have a meeting at 4 o'clock at Caddy's on Saturday if you want to be part of this. And all you have to do if you can't go to that and you still want to be part of it is just email Mel at mgriggs64@yahoo.com, and he'll shoot you an email and you can be part of whatever's going on. Now, you guys mentioned you'd like to get funds, because one of the things you guys obviously believe that there's tons of trails here in this community that could be developed for bicycles, for walking, whatever, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And not only trails, but improving the highways. Whenever there's a highway project, we'd like to have some input on developing bicycle trails. And I shouldn't say, even when you develop a highway for bicycle, you're also developing that highway for runners. I mean, the marathon has brought a lot of interest to this area for walking and running. And so whatever you do to improve bicycling is also going to improve any kind of pedestrian traffic.
Yeah, yeah. So, especially around here, I mean, you could have trails, more trails around the monument. You could have more trails around the Wildcats. You could have trails all over. Plus, the city of Scottsbluff is going to have, when they finally get it together, and Perry says it'll be, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years is all it'll take before we get that trail that goes all the way from the zoo all the way up to the college and all that area.
Sure.
It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things happening with in this part of the state. I mean, you saw the fitness is becoming a byword or in this community. I mean, you saw the thing with the YMCA and everything, and I'm a firm believer that the better people feel, the better it is for the community, because you're easier to get along with when you're exercising, playing golf, Kevin.
That's right. That's right. I'm a lot easier to get along with playing golf than I am almost any other time, right?
Yeah, I'm winning. You kind of suck.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll end it on that.
Okay.
All right, but it's good to see you. I'm
Thank you.
glad you're enjoying retirement, and good luck with this. Sounds like fun.
It is. It is.
All right.
Thanks again, guys.
All right.